Okay, wonderful. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Love to Love Muscle. I'm Seb, the founder of the Transformational Meditation Group, a group for people that are using meditation and self-regulation techniques to transform their lives and lives of others. Glad you can join in. Welcome, Maxine, on Second Life. We are also on Odyssey. And we are recording this, of course, recording this live with a live audience. There are a bunch of people on Odyssey as well, I see. I don't know their names because it's very anonymous there. But we're recording these shows, and our Patreons will get the video recording tomorrow, and all the other people will get the recording as a audio podcast in a couple of days. Again, good to have you all here. Hope you're doing good. We're getting close to the end of the year, isn't it? It's almost December. Next week, yeah. So time to wrap things up maybe and to take a look at what we've done this year. But first, let me just go back to basics, and I want to talk today about some fascinating facts about meditation. Because why do people meditate? What is the benefit of it? These facts I'm going to call out aren't, not all of them are really scientific. They're based on questionnaires that people have answered or just general interviews. Some of them are scientific. I will note them if I come along them because it's a long list. But I just want to give you an idea of why people meditate and the benefits that people have experienced with meditation. There are also downsides with meditation. I've done a podcast about that for many months ago, and maybe we'll return to that as well. But just let us get started. And after this, we're doing a simple, easy mindfulness meditation, just to give you a feel of what it's like to meditate. So this podcast is especially today for beginners, but also those that are seasoned meditators and just want to get back to basics, just want to relax with a good, nice, easy mindfulness session. Welcome to Stay Online. Okay, let's get started. So this is an article I found. I can give the link afterwards with 43 interesting meditation statistics or facts about meditation. I will skip the first 11. Well, let me see. Those are very US based. And Transformational Meditation Group, though we have many followers from the US, it's very international otherwise. Let me start just by the benefits of meditation, just give some stats, yeah? Okay, so I'm almost talking Norwegian here. 84% of people who meditate do so to reduce stress and anxiety. That might be true. A lot of people come to me saying, well, I want to do self-regulation and meditation to reduce my stress and anxiety levels. So 84% of the people who meditate do that. That sounds fair. 53% of people who meditate say it improves memory and concentration. That's not because of meditation alone. It's a focusing exercise. So you don't have to meditate to improve your memory and concentration, but yeah, it's a good activity to improve it, but it's not the only activity that can improve memory and concentration. But you will notice that when you do a mindfulness exercise, you're actually practicing your focus and concentration. Meditation is thought to reduce insomnia by as much as 50%. Well, I can agree with that. Many people say that it's beneficial for their sleep because you are able, and you're able to change your focus. So not bad at all. Post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, can be reduced by as much as 70% if you practice mindfulness meditation, and that comes from a study that is pretty good. Yeah, and that's again PTSD, stress, meditation, and self-regulation techniques are pretty effective here because it's a direct effect on your nervous system. And in fact, I often treat people with trauma, stress from traumas, with meditation techniques. You can improve your attention span if you practice meditation for 4 days. That has again to do with focus, increasing your focus and concentration. Yeah, meditating for 4 days, not 4 days in a row, but just maybe 10-20 minutes over the 4 days. You can improve your attention span. Anxiety can be reduced by 60% if you meditate for between 6 and 9 months. So here we get more statistics. So 84% of people who meditate do so to reduce stress and anxiety, and 60% of those people, or people that are doing that, 60% reduction of their anxiety when they meditate over 6 to 9 month period. A heart attack is less likely if you practice meditation. Well, again, I never heard of people getting a heart attack during meditation. But yeah, a heart attack can be induced by stress. Regular meditation reduces stress and therefore less likely to have a heart attack. 80% of people who practice meditation say it lowers their blood pressure. That is also scientifically proven. You just do the blood pressure measurement, of course, before and after meditation, and you see that the blood pressure improves considerably. Again, you reduce stress, you balance your nervous system, and of course when you balance your nervous system, your whole body, your whole physiology gets in balance, and whatever caused the increase of your blood pressure will most likely dissipate because of meditation, and your blood pressure will normalize much easier. If you suffer from chronic pain or lower back pain, meditation could help. I would say that is more muscle related. When I do meditations here in the city with a group offline, people that come and have muscle pain, especially when it is in the lower back or whatever it is, deep relaxation during meditation often loosens up those muscles. The tension there, the stress that caused those muscles the tension and be in tension for a prolonged time causing pain, are all of a sudden just releasing all the tension and get more relaxed, and the muscle pain will dissipate. Then I have some facts about meditation at work and school, and that's very important. I've come to the shocking conclusion that in some cities, especially here in Norway, meditation in schools is forbidden. And I learned from some teachers that attend these schools that they say, well, we do meditation kind of techniques to calm our students down, and we learn them some techniques that we don't call meditation, but we just say, oh, use this technique to calm your nerves and resolve some stress issues. What they basically do is mindfulness, but they just don't call it that way because it's not allowed. Very, very weird. But 52% that go to work or at school meditate because it improves their performance at school or work. So 52% do it because it improves their performance. Well, why is that? Well, you're more focused, like we already told from other facts. You're more focused, you're better at concentrate, your concentration improves. So of course your performance, especially at school, will improve as well. More than half of the people who meditate say it improves energy. I personally experienced it a lot, especially when, like now, it's late in the evening and I'm a little bit tired. When I do this meditation with you guys and girls, what happens is that I get more energy. I actually have trouble sleeping afterwards. And maybe it's evening for you too, and you will recognize that as well. 50% of people who meditate say it helps their memory. Well, again, concentration, focus, improves memory as well. If you're easily distracted when at work, mindfulness training for 2 weeks will lead to a reduction in your mind wandering. We're iterating the same facts actually just in different ways, isn't it? Again, focus, concentration. This is a nice one if you are the boss or CEO or director or whatever from a big company or just a little company, but you have responsibility for, let's say, a couple of people. Employee productivity increases by 120% with meditation, it says here. So, yeah, well, I do some work with companies, teach them self-regulation techniques. I wouldn't say it will increase productivity by 120%, but it will increase at least the enjoyment on the work floor. People are more concentrated. People see different things from a different perspective. People start to see solutions to issues, to problems much easier. Because of meditation and self-regulation techniques, your stress levels lower down, which opens up for more creative thinking. So here we go, which might increase productivity, but I'm not sure. When an employer introduces a meditation program, it leads to a decrease in the number of absentees by as much as 85%. Well, that's a lot. I wonder what kind of companies that was that got interviewed there. But yeah, like I said, it has a big effect on employees when you teach them how to self-regulate. Let's talk about that first, and not necessarily meditating where you alter your state of being for a prolonged time period. In 2016, well, that's a couple of years ago, almost 1/4 of companies offered a mindfulness program. Yes, that's too little, but good that it's coming and that people and companies are more interested in starting these things. And the final fact, thanks to meditation, school suspensions went down by 45%. It does affect behavior at school, behavior in students. The techniques that I teach are from the HeartMed Institute, and these techniques are being taught at schools as well. And we see, especially in schools where there are children that have learning difficulties, can be because of themselves or because of their home situation that they have these difficulties. We see a huge boost, a huge increase in in a better performance at schools, and also children being more happy at schools, being more satisfied and more happiness in their lives, just because they changed their mindset doing meditation and self-regulation exercises. So yeah, it all sounds pretty positive, right? Lots of positive things here. It's all good and good and good. I must say though, one little thing, it's not always good, as with everything. Too much is not good. I get sometimes people over that have meditated themselves into a corner. They became so obsessed with it, and they made a sport out of it. Like they wanted to compete, sort of like, oh, I'm meditating 3 hours a day straight every day. Like like that is something important, to have a long period with meditation every day. And in fact, that does more harm than good. Keep it simple, keep it easy. Don't become all spiritual, going as like, oh, I will open my third eye and whatever other eyes I have. And when you start meditating, don't focus on all those things. Just do the exercises, do the activity that is meditation, and the rest will come by itself. Don't pursue such kind of spiritual enlightenment goals. Use it as good as you can in everyday life. Use it as an advantage, as a superpower almost, uh, just by training your mind and your mind-body connection. And once you get good at that, once you get familiar with it, and you got some different experiences, both good and bad, with meditation, then I would say, okay, just go ahead, do longer meditations, but just start easy. And also, please don't do this alone. Go go to a group, find a meditation and yoga teacher or just a meditation teacher, and join their classes. Not because I'm a meditation teacher and I want everybody to join a class, but it's so important to be with a group, to exchange experiences with meditation, and also feel the power it has to be in a group and meditate together, because group meditations can be very powerful. Um, you get good guidance as well, especially from the certified, good trained meditation teachers. Don't go online and find some random guy or woman that's doing just for fun. Go to someone that has a certification, and try to join real life groups if that's possible for you. Okay, I would say enough talking. Maxine said, it's the afternoon for me. Okay. Yeah, and time goes fast, and time goes fast when you meditate as well. People that do deep meditation are in meditation for like 40 minutes, for them when it feels sometimes like 5 minutes, because time doesn't exist anymore for them. Always nice effects. Wonderful. Okay, let's just do a simple exercise, okay? A simple mindfulness exercise. The easiest what every meditation starts with. And well, I would say just go with the flow. We're going with the flow a little bit. We're not going to do a specific technique. We're just a simple mindfulness exercise, focusing on our breath and being present in the moment. All right? Sit up straight. Find a comfortable position. Make sure you have good enough support. And if this is in the afternoon or in the evening, just center ourselves first, shall we? So take a nice deep inhale through your nose, and then exhale through your mouth all the way out, nice and slow. And lower your shoulders, loosen your jaw, close your eyes if you want to. And just let the day go. And then you have breath, when you have exhaled all the way out, take a nice deep inhale through your nose again. Fill those lungs with air and breathe out through your mouth. And let the day go. Feel yourself getting centered. And really see this is time for yourself. Self-care, self-love. Just give yourself a moment. Very good. Breathe in again through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Settle down, settle down. Relax even more. Good. Now breathe normally. Just breathe normally. And as you breathe, notice where in your body you feel your breath the most. Maybe you feel your breath the most in your nostrils. Maybe you feel your breath the most in the back of your throat. Maybe you feel your breath the most in your chest or your tummy. Just notice where in your body, that point in your body where you feel your breath the most. And focus on that point. And do you notice how it feels breathing through that point? Notice the quality of your breath. Maybe you feel cold air as you breathe in, and warmer air as you breathe out through that point. And we're going to use this point as an anchor point. But during this session, especially in the silent moments, you might notice your mind wandering off, your thoughts becoming all over the place. And that's okay. And it's actually a good thing you notice, because then you can get back to that anchor point, back to that point where you feel your breath the most. Then continue noticing and focusing, breathing through that point. As you breathe through that point, I want you to breathe slower and deeper. Try a 5-second inhale, 5-second exhale. Whatever feels comfortable for you, just make it slower and deeper than usual. Through that point where you feel your breath the most. Nice, calm, deep breaths. Keep noticing and how that feels, breathing through that point with nice, calm, deep breaths. And observe what is happening to you right now as you breathe calmly and deep through that point. Our nervous system is slowing down, our nervous system is getting balanced as we breathe calmly, because we tell our body that it is in a safe place just by changing the rhythm of our breathing pattern. You might also notice that the moment we calm down our nervous system and our mind becomes quieter and quieter, you also notice all the thoughts that we are having. That's normal. Our mind is constantly looking for something, and the more we quiet our senses, the more our mind starts to focus on other things it can receive, like thoughts. And thoughts create feelings, feelings create thoughts, and all of a sudden you might find yourself losing focus. Your focus is on something else and not your breath anymore. All of a sudden you are with your thoughts. And if you notice that, don't judge yourself. Just get back to your breath, and you will notice that thought or that feeling will go away. You might also notice more sounds in the room around you as you stay present. These sounds might be distracting you. These sounds might even trigger thoughts, and these thoughts might trigger feelings. Every time you notice your thoughts and feelings taking you away from your focus, again, don't judge yourself. Get back to your anchor point, back to that point where you feel your breath the most. And again, focus back towards your breath, your divine presence, as we also can call it. Might want to decide for yourself to become the observer of your thoughts and feelings instead of noticing them and getting carried away with them. Say to yourself or get yourself into a state of being where you hold on to that anchor point, follow your breath and observe. Just observe any thoughts, any feelings that come up. Just see it as it is right now, a thought, a feeling, and you will soon enough notice that you are not your thoughts and you are not your feelings. You are the observer of your thoughts and feelings. Okay, very good. Now just become more aware of the room you are in case you wandered off. Become more aware of the present moments and the sound in the room. Just breathe normally again. Take a nice inhale and exhale as you move your body slowly back and forth from side to side. Might want to wiggle with your fingers and toes. When you're ready, open your eyes if you have them closed. Welcome back. Welcome back. So wonderful, great job. And you might have found it difficult if this is your first time, and that's okay. Every start is difficult. And especially if you have a busy life with lots of things going on around you, you have to take care of lots of different things. It might be hard to start like this and you might give up easy, but actually the more busy you are, the more complicated your life is, the more things that are going on, the more benefit you have of mindfulness meditation and any other meditation and self-regulation technique actually. So don't give up because the result of this being difficult for you is actually also the reason why you should continue doing this, to make it easier, to practice, to focus, to practice, to be concentrated on one specific thing at a time, here and now. It will benefit you so much because when we are under stress and continuous stress and we can't regulate our own stress levels, we're bound to get in trouble. Either we burn out or it results in some kind of disease, problem with our physiology, everything that can happen based on stress and never being able of giving yourself and your body the time to recoup, to get out of that fight and flight mode and recoup and regenerate and rebalance yourself. Uh, and once you get into that cycle of stress, lots of things to do, lots of issues, lots of things going on. Uh, Once you're in that cycle where you get stuck in the stress and it's like filling up your whole head and life, like whoa, 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 everything is going on at the same time. Stress makes us not being able to think creatively, makes us not being able to think solutions as good as we can do when we are not in this fight or flight mode. So it's of essence, it's very important to get out of these situations by practicing at least a mindfulness technique. Uh, just to give yourself that time, that pause to come up with solutions, to give your body the rest it needs and to give your mind the rest it needs to think differently, to see things from different perspectives. And that is what we're practicing with transformational meditation as well. This is key part, one of the parts of transformational meditation is getting yourself out of fight and flight mode, getting yourself out of stress mode in order to think creative, think possibilities, see possibilities, see different perspectives. And that often helps by transforming your life completely. All right. I hope you enjoyed this session. We'll continue again, well, not next week, but the week after, for another session. I'm going on a little break, but follow me on Vero through social. You have the address in my profile. We have a website, tmg.cosmicnation.co, where we have our international website with lots of news, lots of recordings of sessions, lots of courses and workshops that you can do. So check it out. I hope to see you back next time. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Take good care, be safe, and namaste. Bye-bye.